The Appalachian Mountains, breathtaking, ancient, and full of secrets. Behind the mist and beauty, something's wrong. Stories of things people hear, see, and can't explain. By the end of this video, you'll think twice about visiting Appalachia at night. Number 10. The Solo Glamping Nightmare. Travel creator Tyler shares stories from across the US, teaching people how to plan better trips. But this video was different. Tyler recorded this somewhere in the Appalachian Mountains during a solo glamping trip with her dog. She was alone in the mountains at night. Solo glamping in Appalachian Mountains already sounds like the start of a horror movie. While out for a quick nighttime walk, probably just letting the dog out, she hears something terrifying. Not just one scream, multiple and loud. This is what happens when you skip all the Appalachian horror stories and decide to walk around outside at night alone. Thankfully, Tyler didn't try to talk back to it, mimic it, or investigate. She just quietly said, "We have to go inside," and headed straight back to her cabin. Smart move! Who knows what could have happened if she stayed? And no, this isn't just sound added over the video. Watch her dog. It panics and even lets out a small nervous whine. Not the usual loud, "I'm protecting you" kind, but the "what the hell is that" kind. Tyler didn't post any follow-up, just went back to her usual travel content. Glad she's okay, but what were those screams? Number 9. The Rule After Dark. Chi Jim started on TikTok posting comedy sketches with indigenous humor. Over time, his content evolved into educational clips, political commentary, and horror. But one video stands out from everything he's ever posted. Imagine this. You're staying somewhere deep in the Appalachian Mountains. You forgot to take the trash out during the day, and now it's night. There's already a pile building up and you think, "I'll just run it out real quick." Here's my advice. Don't. Because if there's one rule in Appalachia, it's this. Never go outside after dark. Chi shared footage of himself taking out trash at night when he hears something that didn't sound like anything belonging in these woods. That wasn't a coyote, not an owl, not even close to anything natural. It sounded like a portal to the underworld cracked open, and something screamed straight out of it. The man just turns around and walks back inside like it's nothing. From the look of it, Chi's used to this kind of thing. Just another night in Appalachia. Some folks joke that they hope it's a mountain lion because the alternative is way worse. Even if it is a mountain lion, does that make it less terrifying? You're alone in the woods, it's pitch black, and something is howling like it wants your soul. Number 8. She waits in the hallway. Dustin lives in the Appalachian region and works at a hotel, often taking the night shift alone. At 4 a.m., Dustin's just grabbing some toilet paper to restock the front when he sees the door he knows he locked, wide open. Before he even gets close, you can hear voices. He approaches cautiously, calling out, "Hello," into the darkness. Then something responds. And not just any hello. That sounded almost exactly like Dustin's own voice. Classic mimic behavior. These things imitate human voices to lure you in. Then come those low, demonic growls and the sound of someone or something running off just as Dustin starts closing the door. But here's the thing. The room looks completely empty, so what the hell was that? It doesn't end there. On his birthday, Dustin's in the back hallway when he sees a woman, or something shaped like one. He says he couldn't catch her on video, but he did manage to snap a photo. Except he was wrong. When you freeze the frame, you can clearly see the figure standing behind him. And based on the photo, same woman. This isn't just happening at work. Dustin woke up around 2 a.m. with a terrifying feeling that someone was watching him. And unlike most of us, for him, that feeling was real because someone was actually watching. You can barely hear it, but there's whispering, and then you see it. A person, or not quite, just standing there. When you turn up the brightness, you can see the figure much more clearly. It looks eerily similar to the woman from the previous footage. Number 7. It knows her name. Morgan Lambert and her husband were filming content on her family's farm, something that required filming at night. Things happen in the woods at night. While wrapping up their shoot, they hear a whistle. Sharp, strange, and way too close. Morgan says she's been stalked by a mimic for years, and it always shows up the same way. A voice saying, "Hey," or this exact whistle. She even said if she hadn't been filming her regular content that night, she never would have caught this. What makes this even creepier is how close the second whistle sounds. Like whatever's making that noise is right next to them. Right after the first whistle, they shine their flashlight toward the woods. Nothing visible, but if you look carefully when her husband points the flashlight, you can see two small reflections in the dark. To me, it looks like eyes. Could be from an animal just staring, waiting, unmoving. Or maybe it's just some random reflection. But here's what I do know. They were smart to leave immediately, because if you hear something strange in the Appalachian woods, no you didn't. And if it sounds far away, it's probably right behind you. Number 6. It came back for the baby. Mandy lives deep in the Appalachian Mountains with multiple security cameras inside and outside her home, all with motion and sound detection. 3 years ago, she got a bunch of motion alerts, but her infant was extremely sick and crying non-stop. She didn't check the footage until an hour later. When she did, she saw something terrifying. A figure standing at her window, staring directly at the room where Mandy and her baby were. The figure walks up, then suddenly stops, turns, and walks away. Mandy said she sprinkled salt at the entrance for protection from evil spirits. Maybe whatever this was sensed it and backed off. Here's the thing. Mandy says this figure appeared out of nowhere and vanished the same way. Her property has multiple cameras and none of them captured this entity entering or leaving. 2 years later, it tried again. This time, from a camera inside her child's room. The image is grainy and blurry, but the figure looks eerily similar to the one from years before. That room is on the 2nd floor. Below that window, nothing. No roof, no ledge, no way to stand there. Could this thing fly? And it doesn't seem interested in Mandy. It's the baby. Both times, this entity appears right outside the child's room. 1 year ago, Mandy's cameras picked up even more terrifying activity. 3 different angles, same day, same entity, and again, it looks like a woman. In the first video, it almost looks like she's floating. To me, all of this feels like pieces of the same puzzle. Whoever or whatever this is, it wants Mandy's child. Number 5. The Trail of Heels. A woman named Erica was driving along a quiet off-road near the Appalachian Trail when she notices something strange. Shoes. And not just regular shoes. They were women's high heels strung up in trees along the path. Feeling uneasy, she turns the car around and decides to film just how many there were. And it's a lot. She said she's never seen anything like it before. Who would do this? And more importantly, why? Some people have speculated these might be markers, like signs left by someone to mark hiding spots, graves, victims. That theory alone is enough to make your skin crawl. What's even more unsettling, the TikTok account where this was posted is now deleted. Let's hope Erica's okay. Number 4. Don't go in. Groovy Gavin has made it his mission to explore every haunted, abandoned, cursed, or just plain weird place he can find. He went to the Appalachian Mountains looking for feral people, skinwalkers, ghosts, and locations where people have mysteriously disappeared. His main goal: debunk the Appalachian horror stories. At one point, one of his friends hears branches snapping and what sounds like breathing behind him. They ignore it. But things got much more intense when they reached Elkmont Ghost Town. Right from the start, you get that "don't go in" vibe. But Gavin goes in anyway, sets up his ghost hunting device, and starts exploring. Then things get weird. A knock, the lights cut out. Footsteps, they check every room. No one's there. It's around this point that Gavin starts realizing someone or something might actually live in that house. Their leading theory: feral people. Even after that, they decide to explore one more abandoned building. And while this one seems quieter, something strange shows up in the window. Some say it's just Gavin's shadow, but look at the angle. Seems unlikely. Just when you think it's over, the ghost hunting gadget on the stairs starts going off. At the exact same time, Gavin's friend's phone in his pocket randomly turns on its flashlight, starts blinking, then shuts off completely. Number 3. It sees you first. The Creepy Outdoors YouTube channel features a guy who walks around the forest at night, filming long, quiet videos. Usually it's peaceful, nothing happens. But not on October 25th, 2022. The video starts out normal. Just him walking, flashlight on, calm woods, nothing unusual. Until a scream rings out. Loud, female, and not just any scream. It yells, "I see you," which happens seconds after he turns off his flashlight. Why would a woman be out in the woods alone at night and scream that at the top of her lungs? In the Appalachian Mountains, there's this old belief: if you hear something that sounds far away, it's actually much closer than you think. So how close was whatever made that sound? Even creepier, he didn't see anyone. No one appeared. Just silence after the scream. He left calmly, no running, no panic. And even crazier, he kept doing these walks like nothing ever happened. Number 2. Gardener in the Wrong Woods. This video comes from Tomorrow's Garden, a YouTube channel all about gardening. Wholesome, peaceful content, but something very unwholesome happened on May 9th, 2015. The video seems totally normal. Just the author walking through the woods, showing off mushrooms he found, until he hears something. A scream. Long, guttural, like it came from the seventh gate of hell. You'd need some massive lungs to pull that off. Which makes you wonder, how big was the thing that made that sound? Even weirder, why did it scream the moment he approached those mushrooms? Are they special, cursed, protected by some kind of woodland creature? Or was that thing just warning him? The man immediately decided, I think it's time to go. Smartest move of his life. Number 1, not quite human. This video raises way more questions than answers. Found on a Reddit group, it appears to show footage from the Appalachian Mountains with zero context aside from the title. The clip shows what looks like a person, but something's very wrong. This thing is crawling, making distorted movements and growling. It's like it's trying to act human but failing. Almost like a mimic that doesn't fully get how people move. The growls, the distorted movements, the way it literally tries to crawl toward the camera like some twisted version of a person. It's not right. What is this thing? Why does it look human, but clearly isn't? No answers, just more mystery. There you have it, 10 of the creepiest videos from the Appalachian region. These aren't easy to come by, buried across random corners of the internet. I genuinely believe the Appalachians are one of the most mysterious places on Earth. And the deeper you look, the darker it gets. Don't forget to subscribe and drop a comment below. I'll see you soon with more things you'll wish you hadn't watched before bed.